CNC store. My name's Ammo. Check out what we got on the desk. Brand new, hot off the press by Team Corrali. The first short course truck they have ever released. This is the Shiroi. Now I'm quite excited about this. As you guys know that I've been following the journey. I absolutely love my short course trucks. Now I have had some fantastic short course trucks over the years, and you can physically see them videos on the channel. And when this got announced, I had to grab one. Simple reason being, the history of Corrali, they have got true racing heritage, and that combined into a short course racing truck, this should be absolutely fantastic. What we're going to do in this video is dive deep in and check out this beast. So we're going to start with the box art and then we'll unbox it and go through the full configurations of this truck. So the Shiroi. Check this out. The box art looks absolutely fantastic. Here you got it in the blue, orange and white livery. On the box down here it says XL 6S brushless powered short course truck, ready to run, 4-wheel drive including a center diff and a clean speed of plus 62 miles an hour. That's going to be pretty impressive. Over on the other side you've got it in the red, black and white livery, and on this side the green, white and blue livery. So these are the three color options that you can physically choose when picking this truck. And over on this side, you've got some full specifications. But check this out. Extreme hybrid chassis brace system. We will have a look at that when we unbox it. Over here, just some specifications for you guys. So you got some 16mm big bore aluminium shock absorbers, oversized HD composite suspension arms with aluminium anti-tear rings, extreme hybrid chassis brace system for front, center and rear, oversized HD composite pillar balls for your steering hubs. You've got some CNC machined 8mm aluminium suspension arms, high performance differentials with CNC machined steel gearing. That's front, rear and center. Strong and wear resistant S2 hardened spring steel drive joints and extreme CVD drives, as you can see just there, with aluminium safety pin caps. So some more specifications on this side. It states here it's got massive ground clearance. You got some technical specs there and the required for operation, the things that are not included. So a LiPo battery and some AA batteries as well for your controller. Optimized ergonomic design for the controller itself. Huron 8254 pole 2050 kV 46S rated sensorless brushless motor with 3000 watts of extreme power. Over here you've got the 185 ESC. It's a sensorless ESC that's waterproof, 150 amp continuous current, 2 to 6S LiPo compatible with a high voltage BEC and completely programmable. And for your steering servo you have the CRHV 7225 high voltage digital servo with torque of 25 kilos and metal gear. Now that's some interesting facts for you guys. The box art is done and out the way. Let's get this thing opened up. It's packaged well. So you do get the actual car itself and you do get a white box. Let's spread all this across the desk, remove all this packaging and check this out. Right, so we've got everything spread across the desk. Let's go through everything it comes with, then we'll check the truck out in fine detail. So you do have an instruction manual just here. Now in this instruction manual, there is very detailed. You've got a nice quick start guide, shows you how to start up the vehicle and go through your general configurations. You do also in this guide get exploded diagrams, as you can see, completely listed with part numbers, and then part numbers you can physically order directly from Corrali or your retailer. True Corrali fashion, you do get the Torex 185 manual as well. So this is specifically for the ESC. In here, it basically shows you how to configure the ESC and the things you should and shouldn't do with it really. It also gives you some more specifications just there on the actual ESC itself. You do get another manual, so 3 separate manuals. This is for the controller, the CT2R. Now this is neat to have as well. So if you need to check up on the controller and just have a look at some of the functionalities, you can physically check it in this specific manual itself. You do also get a Corrali lanyard and another pack here. So this pack here has got your aerial tube in it with a little rubber grommet to sit on top to completely make it waterproof. You've got a bind plug and you've also got a pinion in it. Now, I'm guessing this is going to be the high-speed pinion. This is a 16-tooth pinion that's included in this. Right, the truck itself. How good does that look? Now, first thing I will say, this is a short course racing truck, and it's definitely short. Right, just obviously I've got some of my Mojaves here, etc. And you'd probably compare it, though it's a 6S rig, times of size, etc. You'd probably compare it more towards a 4S. But being honest, it seems shorter, but wider than the 4S. Now, that can mean a couple of good things. Number one, around corners and bends, this should handle better because it's got a wider track. But I tell you what, I'm going to pull the camera in. I'm going to show you the full car firsthand in detail. So starting off at the front, as you can see, you've got a complete flat front end. Now, that's something different. Don't get me wrong, most short course trucks are flat at the front end. However, they do have some sort of flow into the body. This is completely flat. These details are all decals going all the way across. And then underneath here, you do have a bash plate, which is a nice touch. Composite HD arms, as you can see there. We will go through all the drivetrain in a minute once we take the body off. Coming across this side, you do have some extreme off-road mud claws. Now, these tires are new by Corrali, and in terms of feel, they feel quite soft, to be fair. I wouldn't use the term sticky on these because they ain't sticky, and that's the honest truth, but they are soft, and it seems like they will hook up really well on dirt and gravel. So looking at the body itself, this one is in the red livery, and their actual red is a metallic flake. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I will try. You can see the metallic flake just there. Now, one thing that is striking, yes, it's got body posts, but these body posts are extremely thick in comparison to other brands. You can see a nice vent just here. It'd be pretty cool if that was cut out, to be fair, and get some ventilation in there. But then I guess it'd parachute. Right, going over to the top of the bonnet, you do have the Shiroi emblem at the top and going through to a full driver's cockpit. Now, going over the cockpit, you do get some roof skids, which is a fantastic touch. And these are well needed if you are using this short course truck how it's supposed to be used. Coming through to the side, you do have some window nets, which is quite a nice touch. And you do have your driver and co-pilot sitting there as well. We'll look at that more in a second. Over here, you do have some sponsors. So over here, your decal exhaust, some more sponsors, obviously Team Corrali, and then engineered to dominate across there. The arches do flare out a hell of a lot on this truck. And yeah, they look absolutely fantastic. You do have these canards at the top there saying push your limits with the number 33. And then the rear quarter panel, and then your rear tires as well. Now, I wonder if they have sorted out the hexes and put some serrating on the back of them. We will check that out. Right, so looking at the back of the truck, as you can see, you have got some rear lights. They ain't actually lights, they're just decals. These are all decals. However, you have got the decals of 3 radiator fans, a radiator in the center. Going across here, once again, thick composite posts for your body mounts. 2 fire extinguishers, but one thing that does stand out, and to be fair, I don't like pointing negative things out, but we've got to be truthful here. The paint on this shell could have been a lot better. So as you can see, the masking on the black's finished there, and on that side, it's gone all the way up. That's a big error. I can understand if it was a couple of mil out or even a centimeter out, but guys, that's an inch out. It is what it is, but yeah, I'm just pointing that out, trying to be honest as possible. But if one of these cars you're going to bash anyway, to be fair, it's no shelf queen, to be fair. It is going to get bashed and scuffed, so it is what it is. Over here, you do have a nice little tray here. So this, I normally use on my short course trucks for the GPS, and I slide it in there. But that's a nice little touch. Looking underneath there, you do have a rear bash plate as well. And we'll go through them specs in a minute. So looking at the driver's side, like I said, you do have a full interior in there. As you can see the steering wheel, you can see some gauges, etc. You can see the driver with the center console just there. and you've got your co-pilot over there. So looking at the body from underneath, you can see this bit is a neat touch. So that basically sits on top of your center brace just there, and that will help strengthen the body from upside down impact. So yeah, that's a nice little touch. You do see the interior there, so it's internal of the interior, and the rest of the shell is backed in silver. So going over towards the actual chassis and drivetrain, so you've got a bash guard here at the front, you've got your composite front bumper, which goes onto a brace that basically straps onto the bulkhead just there. A nice metal bulkhead, aluminium shocks, which are oil filled obviously, and they are completely adjustable. You've got your HD upper arms and lower arms, and they have got aluminium end pieces on there. You can see your pillar balls just there in the hub carrier, real nice touch. And then you do have CVDs as drive shafts. You do have a front anti-roll bar, you can see just there, and you've got the stronger drive cups, as you can see in the bronzy color just there on both sides. Extremely thick body posts. Like I said, these look very durable, to be fair, and they look extremely thick. You do have some flex in there, which is always nice to prevent them from snapping, and they go over to the metal bulkhead. Over the top here, you can see a 25 kilo metal geared servo with a nice metal horn on top. You've got a huge chassis brace going across the top as well, and that looks really smart, to be fair. It looks like it's very durable. Now you've got your tower to tower posts, like I said, and that we've already touched on. That basically braces the center of your roof on your body. A fully enclosed waterproof receiver box just there. You do have some gear protection just here, so covers basically your gearing from getting any stones, etc. in there. A Coron 825 brushless motor, and then you've once again got your up rated cups, as you can see there in bronze, metal drive shafts, and your strong bracing going across the top there, which is metal, and then you've got a composite lower bracing that goes to the bottom of the chassis. So on the rear end, as you can see, you do get HD lower arms and upper arms, aluminium suspension, exactly the same as the front. Once again, shock tower, which is made out of aluminium, thick body posts, and then looking down at the bottom there, you can see a rear anti-roll bar along with your uprated drive cups. At the bottom there, so there you've got metal hinge pin covers. I forgot to mention the front does have metal hinge pin covers as well. Now that rear bumper is braced quite well, as you can see here. The bracing does go to the shock tower and then also down to this lower bash guard as well. So it looks like it's constructed really well. So here you can see your Torox 185 ESC coming over here, two XT90 connectors, and it also has a loop connector if you just want to run one pack. So like I said, you can run one 4S pack, you can run, argument's sake, two 2S packs, you can run two 3S packs, or a single 6S pack as well. The on and off switch is in a nice place, so you don't really have to take the body off. You literally put your fingers through and press that just there, and it will turn the car on. I do like that. They've always done well with that. Coming across here, you do get some mud guards or mud deflectors or dirt deflectors, if you want to call them that, across the side here on top of the Nerf bars and running all the way through to the front. So this should help basically keep some of that debris out. You do have some nice plastic composite Nerf bars going on the side. That's going to help your body stop flapping around and rattling, etc. So that's a nice neat touch. Or if your car takes side impact, you've got something to cushion the body off. So flipping it over and looking at the underneath, there's your front bumper going all the way through the bottom. You got your HD composite arms, as you can see there, a metal chassis running across with plastic deflectors across the side. Your rear bash bar goes all the way across, as you can see to there. It looks like it's really, really cool, to be fair, and really durable. So I have removed the center wheel bolt just there. Just want to say thank you to Team Corrali for actually listening to your customers and audience. We have got serrated wheel nuts, absolutely fantastic. And another thing that was a bit of a pain in the backside, but it has been fixed, is these wheels actually come off. Now on the Asuga, I did struggle to get these wheels off. I don't believe I've still got them off, to be fair. They're literally like they're welded on. But yes, so I'm guessing they've been bored out slightly more and they're a lot easier to take on and off. And you do have aluminium ends there as well. So just showing you here a side-by-side comparison to a Asuga XLR. I don't own a Kagama, but I believe the Asuga is very similar to the Kagama. Couple of things that you can notice straight away that are different are these mounts here. So as you can see, these are extended, so I'm guessing they're a bit more durable, where these ones are shorter. Looking at the front end of the vehicles, you can see it just there as well, and that side's a bit more extended. Now, excuse this car, it's not rough. This is just protection over the chassis itself. I normally protect all my chassis, and you can remove this and it'll look just like that again. So there we have it, our brand new Co-Rally 6S Shiroi. I'm looking forward to taking this out. I'm quite intrigued to see how this truck handles. Like I said, 6S power in something this short, but yet wide. It should be fantastic. Now, you do get a high-speed pinion gear with this. So like I said, the high-speed pinion gear, I believe 16 tooth, and I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I've not exactly checked it, but I'm pretty sure it's 13 tooth, the original pinion. So we're going to give it a run in the next video on the standard 13 tooth pinion. We'll see what sort of speeds it pulls. We'll take it across different sorts of surfaces. Yeah, so be tuned for that video. I'm really gassed. So there you go, the full specifications on the Shiroi. If you enjoyed this content, please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and I'll see you in the next one where we take this for a blast.